It's big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
We're here. We're doing it. Hi. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Jeans. Oh boy, so happy to see all of you in the chat. Welcome. We got Antonio Rodriguez here. Albert, as always. Jay McCarthy was the first one in the chat today. Fart Simpson is gracing us with his presence. We got Timo Velasquez. Oh my God, Stangtron's here. Chubby Blunts. Holy hell, I think I got all the early chatters. What's up, folks? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Jeans. And I do want to let you know, if you're watching this on replay, behindthejeansshow@gmail.com is where you can go and let us know everything and anything that you want to see on the program. Maybe it's something from inside the old vault that you want to hear or see. That's the sound of the vault. Got to get it open, got to get it locked. That's right, baby. Or if there's anything, that's happening during the week that you'd like to talk about, behindthejeansshow@gmail.com is the place to do it. Other than that, friends, I am on the road all of the damn time. And the next place I'm going to be is Dallas, Texas. It's happening the 26th and 27th of this here month, July. The place to go get tickets, thejoshpotter.com. Go scoop them up. And you can find out where else I'm going to be. I'm going to be in Omaha, August 15th, Des Moines, 16th and 17th of August. And then I'm going to be in Boston, the 24th of August. All of them and more can be found at thejoshpotter.com. Do join us, por favor. Hi, we got Heather in the chat too. Look at the whole gang's here, says Chubby Blunts. Jay McCarthy's pretty stoked. We got some greats, he says. Look at that. We put them up on the thing here. And remember, if you do feel generous at all out there, the super chats coming my way from the members, it all goes to the Roach here, you know? All goes to the Roach. So thank you for gracing me in the past and in the future. Just wanted to put that out there. Today, it's kind of the summertime is in full swing. This is the time of year, perhaps you're noticing around your workplace. Many folks on vacation, many people taking days off. The office a bit emptier probably where you are, and your mom's house is no different. People have been taking vacation. It's been a little sleepy around, but the pods have been churning out. But I thought here in the middle of July, we could do something a little different. And I've had a couple of requests at behindthejeansshow@gmail.com. This is kind of a extra vault episode, and it's to celebrate the fact that the Your Mom's House YouTube channel has surpassed 2 million subscribers. Unbelievable stuff. I don't have any cool sounds. I just have the vault sound, and that's not exciting to play for celebration. The vault does not represent celebration, but I'm very excited, and everyone at Your Mom's House should be very excited, and they are, and congratulations to the staff and everybody who contributes to make it what it is and to get it up to past 2 million subscribers. Unbelievable. And by the way, the memberships keep growing as well. So if you're watching this on replay, perhaps you're thinking about it. Perhaps you want to join us in the chat, become a YouTube member, and bam, not only do you get ad-free content, but you also going to get the Roach live where you can join the chat. Oh, Forrest Nutter, look at this. Already with the super chat, trying to guilt money out of us? Well, it worked, says Forrest Nutter. I'm not trying to guilt anything. Do what you want. Do what you please. I do appreciate it. In this case, Forrest Nutter, $5 super chat coming this way to the Roach. Oh, boy, and Melissa did it too. A $6. Look at that. She's upping the ante. Pleased to be buying herself a pack of Marlboros. I smoke Camel Blues, Melissa, but I appreciate it nonetheless. They're a little more than $6. But now with your 2 super chats combined, oh boy, look at that. Very nice of you folks. I love it very much. Thank you. I'm very appreciative. Like I said, I'm only getting fatter and poorer. So it helps the roach a great deal. But because we surpassed the 2 million subscribers today, I wanted to celebrate by sort of discussing a man who helped make my mark on the Your Mom's House universe. And he is one of the top tier memories. I think everyone holds a special place in their heart for Mr. Robert Paul Champagne. And who could forget the first time Miss Christina P. and Tom Segura came across our lovely RPC? Let us reminisce, shall we? And by the way, can I say this before I do anything? I mean, you're going to hate me for acknowledging this. I shouldn't even acknowledge it. I should just be slick enough to do it, but I know I'm not. So here's the deal. I had my bank account hacked. Meaning, like, the little thing where it's like, ooh, a mysterious charge. Then you get your new card sent to you, right? You change it. Well, the card is on the way. And then it also happens to be a day where YouTube, my premium membership, they go, we couldn't charge your card. Well, that's because I turned it off. So we don't have the whatever. So if a commercial plays, don't yell at me. I got the premium thing. I just have to change the data on the charge card there because I had to change it there. Oh my God, Forrest Nutter, get bent, nerd. I will not be outdone by $1. He said. I like a nice bidding war. I love you. With love, he says. Very much. Thank you so much there, Forrest Nutter. And I will put it straight to the YouTube premium account there. So I just wanted to put that out there in case an ad comes up. I will get it off the screen immediately. Don't you dare worry about that. But who could forget the very first day that we came across the lovely Robert Paul Champagne? Let us reminisce on that occasion, shall we?
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good.
Okay.
If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95, if you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man.
This shit is big time!
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this. Yo, mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsky.
Get a little extra intro today. The real deal, folks. Welcome to your mom's house. We're live here from your mom's house. Ooh, yeah, get off indeed, Snarf. Tom and Tina getting ready to talk about Robert Paul Champagne for the first time. Episode 420, who could forget? Big one in the old YMH universe. Oh. Did you change it on me? What happened, Cougar? Thank you.
Oh, man. Good stuff, right?
Yeah, men are the absolute piggiest of the pigs.
It's really crazy. The world is full of this.
And it's the guy's only criterion is that the guy be black.
Yeah.
Like not even
Free
like
rent, you get a lease and a key.
It's
Fuck
a big
me.
key.
yeah.
There you go.
But he-
Big key.
Like he could be a psycho.
Yeah.
You can have all kinds of diseases. He's like, I don't care, just as long as you gotta fuck me.
Yep.
You
You gotta be black. And you gotta be willing to fuck me.
I mean, you
That's
think
it.
there would be more of a filter on.
Fuck me in my ass, man.
That's it.
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good.
Yeah.
If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95,
He gives
if you
his
want to
address
move
out?
in, you
Jesus
can move in,
Christ.
but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man. Here's the deal, man.
It sure ain't there, Timo Velasquez. Sure ain't behind the jeans without the technical difficulties. I can't get through one damn episode with a flawless victory.
Does part of it as a woman make you realize just how much the men's sexual drive can just hold them hostage in some ways?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
it's out
this
of
is
control.
just like I see this as a guy. I'm like, I know where he's at right now. Yeah.
Isn't it fun? It's going to be fun, I should say. It's so far, it's inching towards this level of fun. Let's see as we celebrate, because guess what? We're going to get to all kinds of Robert Paul Champagne. We've gotten to know him over the years, over the course of a million new subscribers. I mean, back in episode 420, I would venture to guess things were about to crest the 1 million mark at that time. I could be wrong, but that's my gauge according to like when I kind of came into the fray, which was shortly thereafter this. I remember listening to this episode 420, when I had my only day job of my life. When I first moved to LA, it was, I believe, I'm going to guess, 2018. And I remember listening to it in the office job I had for the 6 months of 2018 from about, I would say, February to September. I think I was my tenure in that job. So it was somewhere in there. And I remember like listening on my lunch break and be like, this is bananas. But let's hear how Tom and Christina, their first impressions, let's measure them versus what we know about Robert Paul Champagne today, because we've gotten to know him quite a bit. And as I mentioned, we'll get to my video of the tour, the first time we made actual face-to-face contact with Robert Paul Champagne back in 2019, that was. And when I went all the way to Jew Dork Titties, and I went to Robert Paul Champagne's house in Spanish Harlem and got to see the man himself face to face. So we'll lead up to that. But this is the first instance that we get to see Robert Paul Champagne in the Your Mom's House lore.
I know where he's at right now. You know?
I don't fathom it. Like,
let's see what they think about him and how it's changed over the years.
I personally, and I'm sure there are women out
I feel
there.
like he's just in a bad place. He shouldn't have posted this, you know.
We shouldn't have posted. They should have just pushed through.
Yeah, just release the demons.
Masturbate,
yeah,
yeah.
get through it, man.
I don't know. I've never been here as a woman like this desperate for that, you know?
Yeah, most of the time, I don't think we see a lot of women with these types of videos.
Are there any women out there that feel this kind of way when it comes to getting some dick? I don't know. Maybe they don't make videos about it, but do sound off in the old comments whether or not, if you're a lady, do you get Robert Paul Champagne horny?
Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug, you want to come move in? Your friend can move with you too, man.
Your friend can move in
Free rent,
too.
you get a lease and a key. Fuck me. Piss on me. Beat me. I'm home there now. You see me? You want to come over today and try it out? Try it out, man.
Just try it out.
And he gave
Glad you can make it, Owen Hembry.
out his address.
Yeah.
He's like, come
Sure did
find
give
me.
out
He
his
said,
address. We went
homeless.
there.
Jesus, homeless.
Homeless guys.
Fuck with my ass, man.
But as long as you're black and homeless and out of prison, you can bring your friend. Your friend can watch. What is
Your
wrong?
friend, if you want to try it out today.
Right. It's like a free trial. What's the promo code? Jeez.
Building, try it out. You want to fucking piss on me? Try it out.
Jeez.
You're quite only as fuck, man. I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it, want to do it, and I want to deliver it. I'm a hot white trash. Come, dump, let's fuck.
Wow.
Where is he? Where is he in his
know.
mind? Like, where?
Well, he's in Spanish Harlem, and he's trying to get fucked. Here, says Corey Sanchez, women wish they liked penis the way gay men do. Well, that's quite the theory there, Corey Taylor. Melissa with the $25 super chat. God bless you. Thank you so much, Melissa. Boys are R-worded. Well, I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm quite R-worded, and I am a boy indeed. Timo Velasquez, but I do appreciate $25. I mean, I got to keep you up there for a little while. Timo Velasquez says, RPC wants to be airtight. You know, it's not so hard for a guy to be airtight. I'm sure we discussed that during our lengthy airtight discussions, but to be airtight as a gentleman, I mean, do you got to put something very small in the pee hole? Could it be a very difficult task to be airtight? Maybe I'm actually underestimating how difficult it could be to be airtight. Not sure. Melissa, thank you again for the $25 super chat. I do appreciate it, and I love you, and I appreciate you. And men are poor, she says. She had a follow-up there. Well, I am pretty R-worded and poor, and I'm getting fatter, as I mentioned. Little Boner ain't getting his justice. Well, why not? Why isn't Little Boner? Oh, because did I miss something in here? Oh, she's saying, I don't know. There's little. Christina looks so uncomfortable sitting on that bench. She looks like an afterthought to Tom's podcast. Oh, on their little bench there? I think she was pretty comfortable back then. This was the old house. That's where my first appearance got to be in the. I mean, how many? That was 1, 2, 3 studios ago. I think she was quite comfortable in her own home there. The dogs were running around. I don't know if you can see them in the background there. Whole different world. 1 million subscribers ago. So many chairs in there. Says, yes, there is. There was a big couch in the back. It used to be. I think Tom told me that when they bought this house, it was purchased from a man who was like a composer for movies. And this was his actual like studio where he would like mix things and everything like that. And then they made it a movie theater, I think, at first before they put the studio in there. I'm not sure, but I could be wrong. I could be mistaken. Nevertheless, you guys are all talking about justice for Little Boner. Damn. Got $20 from an OG and don't care. Little Boner did a reverse charge. What happened? What happened? Did I miss a super chat? I don't know. Oh, that's what happened. Little Boner sent a super chat. How did I miss it? It didn't come up on my thing here. But now I figured it out. I am so sorry, Little Boner. Did someone say bidding war? Thank you for continuing the justice of Little Boner, because that's what the chat had me. I mean, I'm all thrown off here, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. Forget the RPC video for a second. Little Boner, one of my favorite chatters, brought in the super chat. Got to acknowledge it. And I was here scrolling. I'm like, why is everyone saying Little Boner justice? And boy, oh boy, the chat just slipped through me. And here we are. We're good. We're back. We're in action. I see it. Thank you so much. Very much apologize there, Little Boner. I love you, buddy. Potter, loved the interview so much, he doubled down and showed up twice. Remember when he crawled across the wall? That's right, baby. I had to bring my protection. We'll get to it. You'll see in a couple of minutes here. Let's get back to the very first time we saw Robert Paul Champagne. A little bit more from Christina and Tom.
Where's that?
I mean, Blue Band cut out the address. He was
Pretty
very,
dark.
very
No,
thoughtful.
I mean,
Men from jail, homeless, or you're a thug.
Fuck with my ass, man.
That's really crazy.
I mean, emotionally, where is this guy?
He said Blue Band cut out the address. That means Nadav cut out the address. But I wonder at what point, and someday we will have Nadav on the program, I wonder at what point Nadav got annoyed cutting out the address. And he was just like, fuck it. This guy's saying it on the internet all the time. Everyone already sees it. Let's just leave it in.
Oh, yeah, he's worse off than I thought. And actually, I think this is dipping into drugs territory. I don't think he's just backed up.
Corey
I think
Sanchez. Love you, buddy.
I think he's fueled by
Some
something else.
16 Benadryl.
Yes, he might be on the Benadryl. Take 10, 20 Benadryl. Jesus Christ, that guy. You want to get horny?
God.
Smoke weed, but you got to take all your Benadryl.
Maybe this guy took too many Benadryl, and there's no one to help him.
Okay.
If you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me.
Whoa.
How much is that?
By the way, there's a lot of people I think who would take this guy's offer.
I think it's a good deal, actually.
That's a great deal.
If you are homeless and black, it's a really good deal.
If you meet those two criteria, that's
That's all he's asking. He didn't even say like big dick.
He said out of jail.
Yeah, his standards are incredibly low.
Yeah.
But he didn't even say drug-free, disease-free,
No.
big dick.
Ready to fuck black. But here's the thing: you can't just be black. You also got to be down to fuck this guy a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. What is a lot, do you think?
See, that's the thing. That's a subjective term, but I think he means it. I don't think a lot.
He means it.
Yeah.
He
Some people are
does.
like, a lot, today, tomorrow. It's like, no.
No.
I think this guy means like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Full
You want this
time.
rent? You want this food?
Damn.
I also think he'd get tired of you, though. I think he's,
He's the kind of guy that needs a new piece.
I think so.
What do you think his apartment's like?
Oh, we're going to find out, Christina. Boy, do we find out. So, as I said, I mean, just to give you my perspective here in this instance, I go from having this office job, having no inkling of any sort that I would one day get to work on the podcast that I'm listening to in the office. And I'm hearing this, Robert. I'm like, this is so wild. I'm thinking the things that most of you probably thought the first time you heard Robert Paul Champagne. And then once we got the studio up and running and I got to start working there and things like that, progressed, Robert Paul Champagne was a soundbite, basically. I hadn't put any sort of person behind the soundbite yet. And, I mean, he just kept putting out wonderful. There was Officer Cum Dump. There was so many characters. And he was doing so many wonderful streams that it started becoming sort of a thing where I believe Tom and Christina wanted to reach out to Robert Paul Champagne and speak to him to get some sort of insight into the man that they had listened to so many clips about. I mean, this one, for instance, let's take a look at this right here. I want to show you this. Hold on. Yada-dee, yada-da-da-dee, da-da-dee, la-da-dee. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, check this Robert Paul Champagne clip out.
Let's kick it off. Here we go.
Hey, you want to play tic-tac-toe in my face, man? Or tic-tac.
Tic-tac.
And you put X. Oh, yeah.
Such a horny game of tic-tac.
Oh, what's going on?
Who is Randy?
Is he having a nervous breakdown?
Yeah, I'm going to come now.
Well, you know what I like about this is that he managed to make tic-tac-toe sexual.
Yeah.
He was like, you got to X, you got to O.
I've never heard somebody go, yeah, you want to play tic-tac-toe
Yeah,
in my face?
I know.
Like, you're like,
How did he do that?
He also has got like this cool head wrap on, but the video doesn't end there. Did you think it ended there?
Wait, hold on. No, I know.
There's something else coming
Well,
up.
hold on. Let's start from the beginning because I want to really walk through these.
And also, we should tell people after we show.
Lil Boner, I don't know how I missed that. He did XXX there. Or XOXO. That's a good one, too. XOXO. This is Robert Paul Champagne. Here we go.
Showed his famous.
What's the title of that video?
It's 5271844C-6711. That one.
Yeah, I'm going to come.
Oh, my life.
That one.
Oh, get off!
The next day, YouTube took his account down.
That's weird.
But and people were really bummed out. He's back on YouTube.
Oh,
just
thank
so you know,
God.
he is back, and he is on Instagram. And he's
Hold on.
wish he had some maybe better lighting, but this is still great.
But
Still happy. I'm happy.
He's he's dressed like Lovey Howell, right? From
Lil Boner with some great observations here. I'm loving it. First he says, how does he miss the XXX joke? He could have did XX. It's too on the nose. I think Robert Paul Champagne's more of an artist than that. XOXO, hugs and kisses. I mean, that's tough because there's only 3 letters. He could have done XOX, I suppose. But he did XXO as Lil Boner has articulated. He missed an opportunity. But I think that's just what he's an artist. We all kind of saw that one coming, I think, at the end of the day, or it would have been too on the nose. Boggy says tic-tac-toe is sexy. Well, many people have indicated to me that they've always been treating tic-tac-toe as a sexy time. Tic-tac-toe has always been sexual, says Stanktron. I believe it probably was sensual as well. Well, I've already sussed out the commercials. I'm doing a good job of it, aren't I? They haven't been there. But we're going to play a long-form thing next. We're going to get into the Home Here Now documentary. This is the first time I've been a part of anything sort of long-form, I guess. And maybe, most comedians... they have credits such as The Tonight Show or Comedy Central or, one of those types of Letterman. I don't. But my credit up to this date, the thing most people have seen me in is the Robert Paul Champagne documentary. I mean, this is my movie, essentially, that I got to be in. I mean, it's his movie more than it is mine. I'm just a mere interviewer. And I will tell you this, folks. People ask me all the time, like, what'd you cut out of that? Literally nothing. I mean, this is as raw of a cut as it, I think, gets. I think there was, like, tidying up of just dead space. But aside from that, the entire conversation from the moment I walked up, and boy, oh boy, when I got there, I knew that Robert Paul Champagne wouldn't be wearing pants. He warned me of that going in. He actually asked me, do I have to wear pants? To which I said, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you more comfortable. So I kind of had a feeling that he wasn't going to be wearing any pants. And I met up with with Paul Brazil, who you've seen much of his work on the Your Mom's House universe, but I think this was his first venture into it as well. And so we met up. We go to the old how can I forget the address? 2395 apartment C. And we walk right up there. I knock. First of all, getting into the building, I didn't know how the hell to do that. I mean, it is a building where you go like, there isn't a door guy. Let's just put it that way. So we just a couple of guys let us in through the grace of God. Some randos let us in there. And we walk upstairs and we sit down with Robert Paul Champagne. I mean, first I knock on the door and he's yelling at the cat. You'll see. I mean, that part's actually in there. And as far as the conversation goes, we set up the cameras, and many people were razzing Paul Brazil for the angles. But, dude, there was just not space. Finally, when he went a second time with Dr. Drew, as you know, they got it down because he actually could go in and knew what he was going to be dealing with. We had no idea what this was going to look like. We hadn't seen it. And as he's setting it up, it's also hot in there. Does it smell the best? Not really. I don't want to get the ire of Robert Paul Champagne, but I will say it just didn't smell the best that day. That's all. Maybe crack a window would have been nice. So I'm kind of sitting there, and making small talk isn't easy at this point. This is my first encounter with him. I mean, this is like the people in Roswell coming across the UFO. How do we speak? What do we I mean, it's small talk was not easy to keep going. So as he's setting up, it took maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes before I was kind of like, let's just roll. You know what I mean? Let's just go. Come on, as quickly as you can. We don't need it to. I was trying to get it jogging along because he's saying great shit too, by the way, in the small talk stuff. Yes, it was very much like that, Albert. We got to get him. I actually tried for today. I will say there, Charlie, Sierra, Mike. I attempted to make contact today. I talked to him a little bit, but he did not reflect whether or not he could come on behind the jeans today. But we'll get him on soon because I think Robert Paul Champagne and I still vibe well. We've actually become quite attached, and I do have a very sweet, soft spot for him, and I stay in touch off the air. More than you would think, but he changes Instagram accounts so much. Sometimes I lose him, Yes, that's true, Timo Velasquez. Nadav had someone who played handler for RPC and Dr. Drew, but be worth including with the lore and legend of RPC. Yes, no, I did watch that. And yes, during one of the Your Mom's House lives, it wasn't for the Dr. Drew one. It was for Your Mom's House Live during the pandemic when they had Robert Paul Champagne go to a hotel to do the Skype interview since they weren't certain how the technology in his Lucifer's lair might hold up. Hell, I mean, I can't even get it working here half the time. So imagine it in Lucifer's lair, would you? So they had to get someone to pick up Robert Paul Champagne, yada, yada, yada. And Nadav did speak with that handler. In this case, no handler is involved at all. So I knock on the door, and of course, he's got no pants on. We're trying to make small chit-chat as Paul Brazil sets up the cameras. But everything you pretty much see in the conversation that we have on the cameras is everything. I think it's quite literally everything. This was like a rough cut. We said just put the whole thing out because it's all a bit of gold. So here it is now. Home here now. Let's get it in. I don't think I've watched this since it's come out. I definitely haven't. But so here we go.
So we're here in Harlem, in New York City. Paul is here with me. I want to say his name so that
whoa.
if I come out
date there.
low,
Hold on. Let's go back. Let's go back for a second. I missed it. I missed the date there. Hell, I want to see this.
So we're
this
here
is
in
wild.
Harlem,
5 years.
in New York City.
June
Paul is
14th,
here
2019.
with me.
5 years ago,
I want
dude.
to say his name so that if I come out alone,
Fuck, 5 years. Can we just mourn how much time has passed? God damn, I feel like I just got into this goddamn racket.
I know that there's record of him as well. We're about to go see Robert Paul Champagne. I'm going to give him a call right now because we're outside. If we look over there,
Do I look thinner? No, I'm
it
just
is the famous Wagner housing projects.
there they
Hey,
are.
Robert, it's Josh. How are ya?
Okay.
Hey, we're about to be walking up, so just be ready for us in the next like 10 minutes or so, okay? It's me and the director Paul, okay?
Okay.
All right, we got some fun stuff for you. We're ready to talk to you.
Okay then.
All right, sounds good. See you in a bit. That's the extent of all of our conversations. Me telling him stuff and him saying okay, and me not knowing if he's actually understanding what I'm saying.
We haven't even seen Robert Paul Champagne yet, and you guys are like already like, what the hell is that? It's me. I look so different. I have different glass. I mean, look at me now. Here's me now. There was me then. I feel older. I look old. I don't know. This wasn't supposed to be about me having an existential crisis. Okay, here we go.
About to go to apartment 2C, see Robert Paul Champagne.
Ashley.
Hello? Hi, Robert. Hi, can we come in? This is Paul. He's our director. Hey. I'm Josh.
Don't mind the place. Not the great.
Oh, that's okay. Where can we go? Where can we set up?
Literally first contact there, folks, right there. That wasn't staged in any capacity. That was Paul having the wherewithal as a documentary man to film the opening sequences of our encounter. You watched it right there. That was the first face-to-face encounter that the Your Mom's House universe had, making contact with Robert Paul Champagne.
Thank you for inviting us in your home, first and foremost. We're really happy to be here.
Okay.
Thank you for all of your art that you've provided
Thank
us
you,
with.
Stinktron. Thank you.
Some of it around the house here, I've noticed.
A lot of art.
Tell us where you're from and how you grew up. Like,
Before we get into the interview here, Chubby Blunts says, that smell punched you in the face, didn't it? You know, we kind of got a whiff of it coming off the elevator, believe it or not. And I thought perhaps it was sometimes in a building. We've all been in apartment buildings of different kinds, different varieties. And sometimes when you're in the hallways of said apartment buildings, you go, man, the hallway, once we get inside, it'll smell better, you know? Maybe we've even lived in apartments where the hallway, you go out in the hallway and it's like, God, can't wait to get into my house where it doesn't smell like this. In this case, you have that initial feeling, but then you realize what's going on and where it's coming from. What a glorious man there. Look at him. He's got the leaves behind him. He's got a bit of flair there. And as someone mentioned, there is a roach sighting, and not just me sitting there across the way asking him questions. You'll see a roach. We'll go over it, and hopefully I can catch it. If you see it, call it out. We'll find it together. But yeah, I had to bring reinforcements.
what was your childhood?
I actually was born in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And my childhood was good.
Yeah.
My mother, she worked in a hospital.
Doesn't he look like kind of iconic in this shot? I mean, this is we didn't put makeup on him, nothing. He just looks sort of iconic to me. I don't know, with those eyes.
She used to be not a nurse, but she did the laundry room.
Oh, okay.
And my father was a no good down French chauffeur she met.
Oh. So tell us how you came to be here in Harlem. You said this was your mother's place?
Yep. She's in a wheelchair. She hated the nursing home.
Mm.
And they agreed. They got the place for me. I was like, okay, Mom, I'll go with you. But I'm not crazy for Harlem, but I'll go with you.
Right.
And then she got worse and worse, and she wasn't home too much. She was getting sicker and sicker. And I had a nurse here. She was robbing me blind. Had to get rid of her. Then I had to put her in a nursing home.
Mm. And now you're here. Is your mother still with us?
No, she passed away in December.
Passed away? Okay. But now you've inherited all her wares.
Also, look at the behind me. So, I mean, obviously, like we mentioned, poor Paul Brazil just set up the cameras as good as he could in that instant, because I was just like, we got to get moving here, man. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm staring at Robert Paul Champagne's penis, and the smell is something that, how would I describe it? I'll say this. I've smelt worse things. I've been in a subway. I've been in, walking the streets of Los Angeles, California. Oftentimes you'll turn a corner and you'll catch a hobo on a hobo's toilet, basically. I mean, it is some places, some parts, some empty lots in this city. They smell pungent. And so, yes, a man who, spends much time inside, has much clutter, doesn't open the windows often, and drinks piss. It smelled like that. So let's take a subway station, and I've smelled better and I've smelled worse. Let's just put it somewhere in there. All right. And I mean, there is also a bit of, because maybe he doesn't like a breeze. I don't know. I'm a big open windows guy. Even in the wintertime, back when I lived in Buffalo, it would be 4 feet of snow outside. I'd have that window cracked open because I like the cool air. I like the fresh air. I'm a big open windows guy. I don't think Robert Paul Champagne is a big open windows guy. Seems like a windows closed type of fella. And so there was much, I don't know. The air had a bit of a solid factor to it, if you will. Things were floating. I'm trying to field all your questions as they go through here and give you a detailed answer. Let's listen to some more, and then I will answer as they come.
I don't do half the stuff.
You don't know what half the stuff is? Is that what you mean?
No, I like the stuff, but I have. That's why I said I've got to get somewhere to live. I got to put somebody on a wheel. If anything happens to me, they're going to have antiques here.
Mm-hmm.
And may I say also this? Sorry to keep interrupting, but things keep cropping up in my head. One thing about it, we have only heard him speak on a couple of clips, and they've been like, oh, get off. You know what I'm saying? I want to fuck a black guy, blah, blah, blah. Remember? Fuck me, this, that, the other thing. Piss on me, beat me. It was very gruff and very staccato and kind of like in your face. This conversational Robert Paul Champagne, none of us had heard before. So I was having a little hard. I was like processing this. I'm like, oh, this is how he really speaks. And I'm trying to keep up with him at the very least. That was a difficult part for me. So in the beginning, you hear me kind of go, like, not understand quite what he's saying and kind of just steer the conversation as I have to.
Mm-hmm. I have crystals there from Ireland in their glasses and all this beautiful stuff, and I can't. And he happens to me. They're gonna have a party.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
yeah,
that's always tough. So what is your
is.
solution? What do you think's gonna?
That's why I put it for 2. I said my edge was, you could be ex-con, you could be yourself, but if you're here with me and we have our fun and we go back and forth, I'll leave. You could be comfortable. I have the rooms that I can fix the room. I got one was a mess. I gotta fix it up.
I mean, he sounded like he was going to like have a guy. I mean, he does. What's crazy about this apartment, folks, and if you know anything about the New York City realty or housing market, I mean, I have friends who pay a crazy amount of money to live in a chopped up apartment in a building, and their room is windowless, and they're paying like $3,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? Their bedroom is window. This man has a spacious New York City apartment. I mean, I know it's in Spanish Harlem. I know it's probably, but this apartment is 2 bedrooms. I mean, you clear all that shit out of there. This is a big ass. I mean, this is kind of made me go like, maybe I should live in 2395 housing projects or whatever the hell. I mean, it's crazy, dude, how big the apartment is. But I forget where I was going to answer somebody's question. Oh, you're still talking about the extra layer of humidity, says Chubby Blunts. Smells like ass sex, says Snarf. You know what? That was a smell that was missing, I'm afraid. That was a smell that was missing from the air because he hadn't gotten anyone to come over there quite yet. But this isn't how you spell it, Snarf. Bokaki. I don't think that's how you spell it. But yeah, there might have been some jizz in there. There might have been some jizz in there indeed. I imagine this is Robert's performance voice like Michael Jackson. I don't think that he has a performance voice at all. Melissa, Thank you again for the super chats before. Potter, you're being so sweet and polite to him. My cold dead heart. Well, I mean, what am I going to do? Be weird? And I mean, I'm in the man's home. He could kill me. I mean, we know that he's a sweet soul, and we've gotten to know him over the years now, so we can't even fathom such a terrible thing. But this man could have put an axe to my head at any point. You think Paul Brazil's going to stand up? He's going to run the hell out of there. We just met each other. He's not going to. I mean, he's like, I'm on this wild horse, this wild goose chase. Somebody said in the chat, I couldn't find it. That's what I was going to go with it. They said, thank God you're not at King Ass Ripper's house. Now, that one would have smelled crazy. And I know that there was a time when Tom tried to reach out to King Ass Ripper. Someday when he comes on the program, we'll get that story. If he ever does, I mean, maybe I'll have to go out there and get that story from him and play it on the program next time I see him. A sweet soul with strong wrists. That's indeed a great way to describe him. Subliminal 12. Thank you, buddy. Great music, by the way. Thank you for your contributions.
You could give you a room. I'll take another person in. We could have a little fun as a family. I have
As a
nothing to leave stuff
family?
to.
Right, and then the only thing that they would have to contribute is helping you move all of these things.
Yeah, just move some of the stuff and fix it up.
I think that's fair. That's a fair trade.
And it's taking a room, put some in storage because it's like I got so much.
Right, it's a lot of lifting and it's a lot of carrying up and down the stairs and things like that. You need some strong, bigger
Meanwhile, TV Land is on in the background there.
fellas to do that.
I put it out and people call and make jokes out of it.
Oh, well, that's
they go
a
ha
shame.
ha ha ha. I say, you could be homeless and you're making a joke. And
Yeah, that's sad. We shouldn't make jokes about those types of things.
I got clothes. I told them you could shower. I got clothes, clean clothes for you. I got lots of toiletries. I mean, you go in a closet, you go pop anything out.
Right. And here they are making jokes.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Have you had anybody that was a real serious possibility?
Some guy, he's getting out in August on Rikers Island, but
For the record, part of me started feeling like this could go really dark. Like, I have the propensity to not realize at a certain line when it's dark and not funny anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have that. It's not like I'm not being like, I'm so edgy, I don't know what the line is or something like that. I'm not even saying dark. I'm talking about sadness and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, it'll turn the corner somewhere down here. You know what I mean? Like, the lower we go, it'll turn, and I'm wrong often occasion. So I'm glad things steered out of that, because at first it was like, I started getting like, am I steering this the wrong way? Was my concern.
deal is he has grand theft, and that is not a good deal.
Grand theft.
He's getting out in August, though?
Yep.
So you're thinking because of the grand theft, he might not make it out?
No. I don't mind a rape or a little minor robbery, but grand theft, he's
Oh, boy. Of course he
I don't want to be the
doesn't.
next victim.
I hear you.
So
okay.
that kind of bing.
Yeah, so if he was a rapist...
A rapist wouldn't bother me, he's not going to rob
No,
you.
because then he can't rape you. You're willing. You're
Okay,
down.
okay, but he will rob. But
the robbery.
I'm thinking I got antiques here, and I got beat up
Of
stuff.
course. Yes, of course.
God damn it. Sorry. What was the question I was even asking? Did I use this bathroom? Jesus. I didn't even purposely mute it that time. I actually looked at it to unmute it, and I think I muted it. That's what I mean, I'll get my mutes right one of these times. It should be bigger on the screen that it's muted, like red or something. Anywho, did I use the bathroom? Thank you, Cougar, for just taking control. I love that. That's why you're here, pal. I did not use the bathroom, and it was not presented to me on the tour in any way. It was something that we didn't inquire about, and again, wasn't volunteered as far as information goes. So we did not see the bathrooms. Dr. Drew, did he see? I don't even think Dr. Drew got to see the bathroom. And as I was saying before I realized I was muted, Dr. Drew is the guy who went in there. He got to see the bird room. I didn't see the bird room. There's a couple rooms he wouldn't let us go in. We didn't even see his bedroom necessarily. We saw, like, I think this guy might have 3 bedrooms in this apartment. Dr. Drew got really the more full tour because, by this point we had gotten to know Robert Paul Champagne, et cetera, et cetera. And Dr. Drew is good at really, like, tearing down someone's needless boundaries. I'll tell you that. So, no, we did not see the bathroom. Sorry for the muted. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Like a red light in the room when he's muted. Yeah, it just turns the whole room red. I mean, we're lucky we're even up and running here, let alone have special things like that in my little studio here. The canary in the bird room. Yes, don't trip. Get Dr. Drew on. We will get Dr. Drew on. That's a good idea. This is only the first time here. we have every week we got stuff to cover, and sometimes there's going to be sleepy weeks. We'll get back into There's more Robert Paul Champagne to always unearth. There's like we said, the Nadav side. There's the Dr. Drew side. We'll get into more, but we have to get through this guy. And maybe we'll save the second half for another time too. I don't know. This is all by the seat of my pants, folks. Congratulations to Your Mom's House for 2 million subscribers.
That I can see why that would be tough. But Grand Theft, you could think maybe it was cars. Maybe he was just got a thing for cars.
No.
You should vet it out. That's all.
No, I said I put that. I'll see. I put you on my agenda. What?
Put you on my
agenda.
Put you on my agenda.
I'll think about them.
Okay. Now tell us about some. You mentioned before we got started filming some famous names of lovers that
I was rattled by the. I'll put you on my agenda.
You've had
Tom
Selleck.
Yep.
Now this is what year about?
He was around the 80s.
Right. Okay. So this was in his heyday. This is Mustache Miami, Vice, Tom Selleck.
He used to go to the Eagle with the Eagle, the Lure and the Eagle. He used to smoke his cigar. He wore a harness and everyone says Tom. We don't never call him Tom. I say Tommy. And he was just smoking cigars. We used to go back and forth, and we went to hotel rooms, but no one thought of Tom Selleck because when he wore the leather, he wore glasses.
And that was like his Clark Kent to Superman, so to speak.
He was kind of, but he was bi.
Right, so he was a little more shy about his gay side.
And I respect it. It's okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. What was?
By the way, completely. People were like, "Can you believe he's talking about these celebrities like this?" I completely believe the Tom Selleck thing. Tom Selleck might have been getting a little dick on the leather rooms on the side. Look at what people are doing today. People were doing little gay shit here and there, of course. If RPC told me that I was on his agenda, I'd be terrified, says Spacehead. Claiming to fuck Tom Selleck is wild, Corey Sanchez, but I don't even think it really is that wild. He could have been fucking Tom Selleck. He's in the leather rooms. He was probably in the... think about young prime leather RPC. That is... I guarantee that is something that... a sight to behold is all I'm saying. I bet gay guys would have been eating it up with a goddamn spoon.
Do you remember some of his favorite things to do when it comes to?
I want to know the dirty
water
stuff.
Sports. He was into
water
whips.
sports.
He was into restrainants. He was so wild.
And this is in the 80s. Now the leather bar scene was more of a thing in the 80s. You were saying?
80s. I think the 80s to the late 90s.
80s to the late 90s. And then what happened? Why did they just stop?
What happened? Well, they've been gradually, the village changing. Then you can smoke in the bars.
That's a big thing.
Okay, wait, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
And here's where these drag queens, they're going to get pissed. Trans were coming in, drag queens were coming in.
Oh, this is, by the way, Stingtron, Wait, I mean, you think piss play now? Wait till he gets into it, my friend. Holy hell, he starts talking about how they all drank the piss.
And the guys didn't like it, and the guys said, we're going to shut down. They shut down. All the bars. The last biker bar that shut down was in a village. It was called the Hog and Hyatt. Shut down.
Oh, no.
And he's saying the trans shut it down. These trans come in and they shut. I don't know what he's saying. I'm just kidding.
No. And so you've been sort of disenfranchised, like you haven't found a new hang, really?
I don't like the bars they have.
Yeah.
When you go for entertainment, they say go to the Monster. Okay, at the piano bar, the dancer. You go downstairs, a drag queen comes out. Like, here we go again.
Oh, another drag queen. Get him out of here. No, I have not sent Robert Paul Champagne my, I don't send unsolicited pornography there. Who sent that check? Che McCarthy. I don't, I send, it's all consensual. It has to be purchased, frankly. We don't just do freebies out here. We're not just giving it away.
Then you go to another bar. You go to what used to be called what is it called now? Boots and Saddles.
Boots and Saddles, baby. My favorite.
Drag queens lip syncing. I said, no, I'm not coming for this. I'm not looking at this.
The drag queens, you mentioned they are in your comedy act when you do karaoke. And so we are a comedy podcast, and we tell some offensive jokes here and there. We'd love to hear your offensive
Mine
jokes.
is I'm going to do cabaret number.
Oh, okay.
And I had a friend named Dominique with Dominic. Mm-hmm. Called her Dominique. And every time, I'm a woman. I said, okay, just puff, 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 puff. I said, okay. I got rid of her gradually. Him, actually. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get like them now. So I wanted to do that cabaret number. Instead of using LC, Dominic, I want to put Dominic, moved out. But when he moved out like a man with a shopping cart and a shopping cart and a bag full of caravan. I'm going to put the short.
Thank you. Oh, I wanted to chime in here because Unlimited Caseman with a wonderful chat. Late to the show today, but boy, oh boy, am I happy to tune into commentary on one of the greatest boots on the ground reporting of all time. Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I love you. You know, you're one of my favorite roaches out there. And we are going to go long today, folks. I'm going to go long and play this thing out. So if you're a member, you get a little something out there. Tell your friends to come in here and join. We're just going to watch the rest of this.
The wig on, the thing, and then it's going to shock them. And because they figure sure he's going to come out. Then when I'm going like Dominic, the long hair's going to come out.
And did it happen?
No, I'm going to do it.
Can you tell I have no idea what the hell's going on there?
Oh, okay, you're going to do it.
And he said, we may have a protest when I go drag queen. I'm going to make it funny as ever.
And they should like that. They should get the joke, right?
But I'm just going to ask if to have the kids at a certain time, kind of kick the kids.
What made you discover that you were into some of the things that you're into? Like I don't know. I mean, like we see you on the live stream when you drink the piss. Like, when did you first drink piss? When was the first time that happened?
I did that when I went to the leather bars.
Yeah, they did them right in the leather bars. Huh?
Yeah, and
Suddenly doesn't sound so fun going to the leather bars anymore. They just make you drink piss.
you didn't do it, well,
You're a loser.
You couldn't stay in the bar.
Oh, okay.
And if you didn't smoke the cigars, you couldn't stay in the bar. So I did it. I said, okay, it's salty. The guy said, I tell you what, don't drink coffee after that. I said, we'll give you a brandy after that. And it worked.
Hi, Ashley.
Oh, she's fresh.
Oh, the cat's fresh. So it's interesting to me. We've talked quite a bit on I mean, this program has only existed for, I would say, it's only been a few months. How many people have we talked about who drink their piss? I bet the Double Soul Shaman would have something to say about Robert Paul Champagne's piss. It's almost like they both drink piss, but such different ends of the spectrum of piss. If you think about it, one is drinking such a pure, and he's doing it to purify his body. His piss looks like a golden glass of iced tea, or lemonade, I should say, more, opaque. Robert Paul Champagne's piss is like a glass of iced tea, as a matter of fact, almost like a summer shandy type of color and cloudiness.
Now, so when you say that they wouldn't let you stay, was it like a hazing situation? Or was it like, you're cool if you drink the piss?
You have to.
Yeah, you have to. Everyone here drinks the piss.
Yep.
If you don't get to kicking rocks.
They had a strict rule. You came in, guys smoked, guys didn't shave as much.
Sorry there,
and
Charlie Sierra Mike.
I went leather jacket in the summer. Oh, it's a guy. No shirt with a leather jacket.
But that's a good look.
But you had to take it off. You never could put a vest on. You were allowed to put a vest on.
Okay.
But that's how the days were.
So now, what other garb would they wear? Would you wear like the
harness?
The harness, yeah, that's great, right? That's very Rob Halford. Are you a Rob Halford fan?
I had this over here. Had bands. I had a big spiking over here.
Oh wow, okay. Do you ever feel like something should come back where you're allowed to go and dress this way and drink some piss like the old good old days?
I'm trying to get some of the guys that they go to bars. Say, why don't we bring it back?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
And they go, well, how?
Yes.
We just bring it back.
Yeah.
And we just open this bar. We say S&M. We say, okay, but this if the ladies want to come in, and they're legit ladies. I don't mean Drake, but they're legit.
Legit ladies.
Okay.
They gotta be
and
legit.
S&M, let them come as dominatrix as well, and let them have fun with us.
Perfect.
Cannot have the dudes dressing like women and trying to do that. No, sir. Not in Robert Paul Champagne's leather bar.
And we could bring back the bars where we were free.
You're just looking for maybe some capital or something to get involved. Okay, well, you heard it out there. If you want to get into this investment, Robert Paul Champagne's the man to speak to. I wanted to see this. You mentioned when you're at the bar and you have to drink the piss, could you, after a while, could you start to identify your buddies, like say they mixed them up and like you got one and you took a sip of it?
Yeah.
Would you know, like, this is Roger's piss?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd know. What was it that would stick out? Is it like, oh, Roger, he's always drinking coffee, so this is definitely Roger? Or?
Some are vegetarians, you could tell.
Oh, what's different about it? I'm curious.
A vegetarian is more lighter in the urine.
Oh.
And a meat person is darker.
Really?
This lines up. I've done my research since then. This is true.
Is there a distinguishable taste, or is it just the color?
It's the same thing, but the colors are just, but it's the taste the same, but just the color.
The color's different. That's interesting. We have the TV
Amen
on here
on
in the background, and we were discussing, watching an old movie, Robert Wagner, excuse me. Did you never had Robert Wagner, right?
No, I wouldn't trust him.
You wouldn't trust him, right?
Hold the phone, Melissa, with the generous super chat earlier, also telling us, fun fact, there's a clip on YouTube of Kesha drinking her own piss. Now that may be something I'm interested in, but we'll get into that's not for today. Back to the documentary here, Behind the Genes, discussing Robert Wagner and Robert Paul Champagne's distrust for him.
No. Murdered his wife, if you don't know. Are there any other TV or films that you're like currently watching or enjoying?
I used to like a lot of movies.
Yeah. What about today's films? Anything out there today that strikes you?
Oh, don't trip. Don't trip. This isn't an accusatory situation, but he is floating out there. The fact that he says they all taste the same makes me think he has never drank piss. Or, don't trip, is it to the point where he's drank so much piss that it all starts to taste the same? You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down? Keep it moving.
Oh, I mean, there's some horror picture you want to see.
Which one's that?
It's a black lady, and she's something with the victim. She sews them and everything.
Oh, is it Us? Us?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I want to see that.
Okay, yeah,
I want to see that.
I had
and
my
I want to
black
see the new
movies
version
wrong.
of Shaft.
My bad.
Yes, with Samuel L. Jackson. I'd imagine you would love that. Now, that's an interesting place to go. Is Samuel L. Jackson like maybe one of your top 10 that you'd like? Who are some others that would fall in that list, like celebrity crushes?
I like Shamar Moore. I like a few of them. I like LeBron James.
LeBron James. Christina likes him too.
There's a few others I kind of like, but I can't get their name. I see them and I go whack a
basketball players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the NBA. I mean, Christina, you and her should talk about those guys because she's a big time NBA fan for the same reasons you probably are as well. Congratulations to the Toronto Raptors, right? They won the
Then I like
championship.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, okay. Now we're talking.
Twice.
You met him twice. Where did you tell us about Steve
Apollo
Harvey?
Theater.
He just had done a show?
Yeah, he did a show. The last time I seen him, my mother was alive.
That would have been a good one, Stangtron. That would have been a good one.
Walk in and she's in a wheelchair.
Right.
And she let her balloon go up.
Steve
And I
Harvey.
said, and she's looking at my balloon went up. I said, "Oh, Ma, let it go. It's just the stars. You got to float away and go with the flow, Ma." And he came out, and being that she lost the balloon, they had these crazy hats with Harlem and everything on it, and he bought her a hat.
That's so nice of him. What a great story. And then did you decide this is my opportunity to?
I started talking to him.
Yeah. What did you say? Did you flirt with him a little bit?
A little bit. I put a little. Here's my telephone number.
Oh, and nothing.
The
Did he ever call?
roach. We got a
Well,
roach
not yet.
sighting.
I think right now. I think
It's right here. Let's go back.
And being that she
Here it
lost
comes.
the balloon,
Get ready.
they had these crazy hats with Harlem and everything on it, and he bought her a hat.
That's so nice of him. What a great story. And then did you decide this is my opportunity to?
I started talking to him.
Yeah. What did you say? Did you flirt with him a little bit?
A little bit. I put a little.
It was around there. I don't know. Did you see it? I also can't tell one way. I'm like, I could get really close to my screen and go find it if you want. I just don't think we have the time today. I'm going to sit here and fucking. That's one blessing, folks, about being blind is in this instance, I did not see many things that I could have seen. You know, being blind like I am, not everything's in HD. I'm not getting a 4K view of the world, so I miss a few details. Thank the Lord. But I want you to go watch that full thing if you haven't. We watched about half of it. Maybe we'll get it. If there's other things, if the audience so deems it, we can go watch the rest of it another time and get into some more of your questions. I don't want to make poor Cougar go too far past our time today. And let me just make sure there isn't any questions. But yes, Melissa did see the roach. As I pointed out, it would be in there. You got to catch it real quick. It runs up the wall there. I feel like I have Potter's vision trying to see this roach. Yeah, it's tough. Charlie Sierra, I'm like, dude, like I said, did not see it in person. Paul Brazil was like, "Oh, I saw it," but he was also looking through the monitors or what have you of the camera. Well, I actually don't even know if he was looking, one way or the other. But he, I'm sure, saw many, and I luckily did not. And I was also focusing on the subject at hand. Elon Musk will make cybernetic eyes eventually. Well, I hope so. There, RJ. We'll talk about that another time. I think my gay and retarded chat is covering the roach. I don't think so because it runs up the wall, does it not? I'm pretty sure. Hey, Cougar, do me a solid and see if people in the video come up with a time code for because I think people on the YouTube video come up with a time code for the roach, and I'll pull it up if you can go find it for me while I read a few more chats, and then we'll wrap it up after that, folks. Behind the Gede Show at gmail.com. That's where you can come. Let us know anything and anything you want to watch. We can deep dive other videos like this too. Yes, exactly, Corey. Corey Sanchez pointing out a great point here. Potter was too focused on not looking at RPC's hummus cannon. That means his penis, if you're not familiar with double soul shaman talk. Yes, that was also in front of me. I'm trying to keep eyes up. Eyes on Robert Paul Champagne. I'm not looking around too much. Don't want to see things. There were flies. I did see flies here and there. You know, it was summertime. It was June. So yes, there were some flies about, as there are typically. Someone asked earlier if I saw into his fridge. Did not see into the fridge. We'll get into the tour of his apartment another day. I mean, Robert Paul Champagne is something that we can always revisit in slower times of the weeks, you know? Chubby Blunts, how do you like NCAA? Well, why do you think? No, I'm just kidding. What am I doing outside the hours of Behind the Jeans? NCAA football. Thank you. Anyways, I'm not sure if play the Okay, yes. the montage. I will play the montage too. But did you have that time code of that? Did it say it in the comments anywhere, Cougar, or am I mistaken? I'll bring you up here.
I'm still looking.
Okay, cool. 1420 says, looked it up. Okay, look at you, Melissa. Wow, found it there. Okay, 1420. Let's see if I pull it up. What happens? Look at Melissa with the time code. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we are, 420. Let's put it on the screen, folks. Here it is. Can you see it? Can you see it? Where is he? Oh, I see it.
Flow, Ma.
There it is. Next
And
to
he
his
came
face.
out.
Next to his face there, folks. Let's go back and look again. I saw it. Yummy. All right, good. Look next to his nose.
Go up.
Look
And I
next
said,
to
she's
his
looking at my
nose.
balloon went up.
There
Oh,
it's go-
Ma, let it go. It's like the stars. You got to float away.
There it
Just
is. There it
go with
goes.
the flow, Ma. And he came out. And he,
You catch it? It's almost like it blends in, folks. Corey, everyone's on the Wicca. There it is. Yes. Confirmed. We've got it, folks. We got it. We got a montage here of our boy Robert Paul Champagne. This is a good grand finale to round things out. Doodly deal. I'm going to share the proper screen. One moment. Yada dee, yada dee, la da dee. There it is. Here we go, folks. Here goes nothing.
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good.
That's right. Officer, come dump here. Welcome to Lucifer's lair.
Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home here now.
Oh, yeah. I want to come now. I want to come. I was very popular. You're out there. Let me know, guys, man. I'm looking for you to fuck me, man. Fuck me, man. Come fuck me.
Fuck me. Piss on me, beat me, I'm home here now.
Yeah, I'm going to come now.
You see me when I come over today and try it out, man.
Hey, you want to play tic-tac-toe in my face, man? Oh, tic-tac-toe. Oh, get off!
I'm a hot white trash. Come dump, let's fuck.
There you go, folks. A nice little montage of Robert Paul Champagne. Well, we can revisit the rest of that video at any point. There you go. The apartment hallway. Can you imagine working in on that? Jesus Christ, walking on it. Yes, no, of course. That was crazy. That was like the fire exit. He's got kind of his own private little area by that stairwell, though. So, Officer Cum Dump, we did get to see a little sighting, Albert. Yes, indeed. But to end, I will play a song. Of course, the impact of Robert Paul Champagne has stretched far and wide, even out past the Your Mom's House universe into pop music. Brandon Urie of Panic at the Disco, of course, put together a wonderful, wonderful song for our boy Robert Paul Champagne. So we will end with that. Thank you for joining us here on Behind the Jeans, folks. I love you very much. We'll be back again Wednesday, and it'll be airing live at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, of course. And if you are watching this on replay, you don't want to become a Your Mom's House YouTube member and join us in the chat, well, pleased to be staying in the conversation. BehindTheJeansShow@gmail.com is where you can do that. BehindTheJeansShow@gmail.com. Come see me on the road. TheJoshPotter.com is where you can go buy tickets. I'll be in Dallas on the 26th and 27th here of July, and then I'll be in Omaha, Des Moines, and Boston coming up in August. We got so many dates. TheJoshPotter.com. Please come see me live. I love you very much. It's always great to see the mommies out and about. So, here we go. Let us hear this wonderful ditty. It's basically a Panic at the Disco song, folks, if you haven't heard it. It's Brandon Urie's Robert Paul Champagne tribute song.
Are you a hot black Latina guy looking for a place to live? Come at 2395 Wagner House, apartment 2C, 124th and First Avenue, East Harlem, 718-930-9723. You don't have to pay any rent. I'll give you pieces of the key and you'll be the boss of the house. And it goes from wild to kink. So if you're a top and you're a black Latino or you are homeless or ex-con, come check it out, man. 718-930-9723. Black guy, homeless, or a thug. Men from jail. Hot black Latino guys. Hot black top. This for Robert. Creep to king. Hey, this for Robert Paul Champagne. Definitely not insane. He knows what he wants. Black Latino thugs. Give him all you got. Hey, this for Robert Paul Champagne. He don't gotta hide his face. Just give him what he wants. If you a black Latino thug, give him all you got. Hey, Robert, they gonna take you on a damn plane. All you expensive things and all the champagne. Homeless guys, they wanna give you damn brain. Hey, Robert, we gotta start up on your campaign. Tell all the boys to eat you like some chow mein. 100 of bodies down in the lobby, ready to party. Yeah, this for Robert Paul Champagne. Definitely not insane. He knows what he wants. Black Latino thugs, give him all you got. Hey, this for Robert Paul Champagne. He don't gotta hide his face. Just give him what he wants. If you're a black Latino thug, give him all you got.
This is big time!
Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this.
Your mama in the fucking stands!
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pashitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.